It's Jim's Build That House. Today I continue to excavate where the water will hook up to the... Whoa, sorry. I almost dropped the camera. Up to the water service. And going to be excavating this whole zone here. And then I got to figure out how to tie into the sewer here. When we bring the sewer line down. So that's today's task. It's very hot today, and digging in the dirt. Okay, this is at the end of the session. I managed to do that there by hand. You can see that this big tree should not be here. It should be removed. But anyway, that layer of roots to carve through that by hand is a good time. Say, I got to put a Y in here. Go from 3/4 inch and then 1.25 inches to the new house, and then that goes off to the double wide, and that's the shut off there. So hopefully that's enough room to get in there and work. I have no idea. That will yet to be seen. Ouch, it's tight in here, and I just can't figure the configuration out here. I got this, and I'm going, okay, well, the lesser amount of fittings make for more of a flow, right? So that it doesn't jive. So tomorrow I'm going to start up at the other end. I'm going to start gluing them up and just kind of working our way down here. It's kind of difficult when you're guessing, despite the fact that I get verbal information from Graham. It's difficult to visualize or you know fully and completely how to handle something you haven't done before, but that's nothing new. Quite used to that. And what I'm doing is just kind of clearing all the dirt around this clean out that's adjacent to the house, because I'm assuming what he wants me to do is have a 10-foot stack and load it up with water and glue it all up, and then with the weight of the water on the stack, it'll put tension on the pipe, and it will be evident if it's leaking. So I also have to drill a natural gas entrance hole through the foundation. I also have to drill an 1.5 inch water line hole, and those should probably be fairly low. So my plan is to go about a foot above the sewer line on the water input, and about a foot higher than that we'll drill another hole for the natural gas. Maybe have them displaced a little bit, give us a bit of room to work on the other side. So it's extremely hot today. I'm in this ditch just pulling off that dirt and making it happen. So I'm not killing myself. I'm taking it easy. I'm going at a smooth pace, and just kind of, if I can get even this one task done this afternoon, I'll be pretty happy. All right, underway. I took a piece of 2x4, I screwed it to the end of a 2x4, and then screwed that back to the house, just kind of keep it up. All right, well, that's it for today's session. I got 50 feet put in. I'll let you take a look. I got a 10-foot vertical and 50 feet, and then a clean out down there. Like I said, these have to be every 50 feet. It's a little high right now. I left it high on purpose. I'm gonna build a box that will fit around, like that will sit around it, and it will be flush with the driveway. Maybe a little lid, little woodwork project for me, and we'll just carry on down the line. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Perfectly graded, all is well. Keep going. right, back from the plumbing supply place. Natural gas line, 1 inch. Heavy duty for if you want to run a range, a hot tub, your barbecue. Got lots of expansion room there if you wanted to add those things down the road, or the next owner. Got a box of 1/2 inch oxy barrier for the heating on the floor. 300 feet of 1 inch water line. Bunch of fittings, etc. And some tracer wire for the natural gas line. It's basically just copper wire. Oh, and these things called risers, natural gas risers. These things here. So there you have it. Some materials. Okay, it's all filled up with water now. The stack is all filled up with water and the pipe is completely loaded up. And it's holding water perfectly. Just waiting for the inspector to get here now. And with any luck, he'll sign off on it. And then we can do the water line. I have a few questions for him about the water line, but he wanted me to go 1.25 inches. And I talked to several plumbers at the plumbing supply place about him wanting me to go 1.25 inches, and they said if it was a commercial building with fire suppression, it would be the only need for 1.25 inch water line. So I saved about $500 by using 1 inch water line instead, because there's a problem with getting the fittings. I would have had to have bought all these copper fittings to make 1.25 inch work. And then not only that, once you get back into the house, you have to downsize again to 1 inch. Or it would have from 1.25 to 1 inch, but it'll be 1 inch. So, you know, like there's lots of places where I can cut corners to save money, including like not buying sand here. You're supposed to fill this with sand, and then if your water line is going to be in that same trench, it's kind of embedded in sand as well. This is very rocky soil. The idea being that after you get ground erosion or ground compression or whatever, some of these rocks could poke a hole in your water line. So to have them embedded in sand, or at least a buffer area, really helps protect the pipe. So 99% of the time I make the right decision and I go the extra cost. So I will be getting a load of sand with Old Roy next week, and we'll do it properly. But even a load of sand and distributing it and that, you know, it still adds up. I mean, but we'll do it the right way, for state of mind. And if in 5, 10, 15, 20 years, if anyone ever buys this house, it's been well documented that I've done everything exactly correct. Because although they recommend certain things, you can get away with not doing certain things. And I think this is be one of the situations where you could probably omit the sand, but we'll do it anyway, just for peace of mind. And you know, it is what it is. So we'll do that. If the inspector signs off on this, which I'm pretty sure he will, but you never do know in life what's going to happen in the future. I'm set. I've talked long enough. If any of you have watched each and every episode, other than my family members, let me know. I'd be very interested to know if there's anyone out there that has watched, or pretty much watches every episode. I'd find that pretty interesting. All right, it would keep me going. Okay, let's see what the inspector says now, shall we? Ooh. Let the fear kick in. All right. Well, it's Saturday afternoon. Didn't work on the house today, but I just wanted to report that the building inspector came by yesterday and the sewer passed. So, it's all good to go. He gave it the thumbs up, gave it the old no problem, and he doesn't need to see. We're going to be teeing off this 3/4 with 1 inch. We're going to run a line right up there, punch a hole through the foundation, and you'll see that all in the next episode. Want to thank you for being back. It's been kind of a slow go with the sewer system. There's a lot to coordinate when you include the natural gas and the excavator operator and the plumber and the building inspector and Fortis, the natural gas company, which coordinate. You have to phone them first, then they dispatch, another guy phones you, and then they'll dispatch a crew, and they'll come here and put a second meter in here. And then, like I said before, we're going to cut a trench. Me and Roy, we're going to put the natural gas line in. So we get natural gas. We get sewer. We got water. We already got electrical. We already got internet. Everything you need. Everything you need to be a happy camper. So it's a good day. I'm happy. It passed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in episode 131 of Build That House with me, Jim.